Hello everyone and welcome back to another crafty decor adventure. Olivia with Olivia's Wreath at home, and in today's video I am so excited to share with you guys some DIY Dollar Tree Christmas decor crafts. This is another episode in my huge I Love Christmas series. I love to share with you guys how you can make your home's boutique gorgeous on a budget. I truly believe that crafting and decorating is so good for your heart and soul, and you can make your home fabulous without breaking the bank. Now listen, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's totally free, and also pop over to my Olivia's Romantic Home Facebook page, Instagram, and TikTok. I share several DIY videos a day over on Facebook, as well as a couple here and there on Instagram and TikTok. So listen, let's go ahead and jump into the crafting and decorating. Without further ado, plug in those glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. For this Dollar Tree DIY, I want to show you guys how to make a super easy, adorable little cake stand. So from the Dollar Tree, you're going to grab one of their cake pans, and then I'm just using this white Waverly chalk paint. Chalk paint works really well on cake pans because it does not rub off. So I'm going to do 2 coats on this, and you want to let it dry in between. And I'm also going to paint this little Dollar Tree candlestick. You don't have to worry about painting the top because that's going to be covered by the cake pan. So we're going to make an adorable little easy Christmas candy cane cake stand. The next thing I want to do is add a big giant dollop of hot glue and then pop my little cake stand on top of that. Now listen, I will tell you, since we used chalk paint, you're not going to want to put like real treats directly on top of the cake pan. So just a little side note on that. The next thing I want to do is take some of these cute little peppermint goodies, and these actually came from a garage sale, but Hobby Lobby sells strings of peppermint ornaments. You can just take and cut the little peppermints off, and that will give you this same effect. Not sure if Dollar Tree has put out any peppermint ornaments yet. I still need to go check out their Christmas goodies. So I'm just going to hot glue these little peppermint goodies to the side of my little holiday cake pan. The other thing you could keep in mind also is if you don't have the peppermint goodies and you didn't want to find them at Hobby Lobby or on Amazon, you could also just use ornaments. Would be super adorable to make this same effect. So I would love to hear what your favorite Christmas treat is, or your favorite Christmas candy. Let's light up this comment section with happiness and sweetness. Here is how my little Dollar Tree cake plate came out, and really think about this. You guys can really decorate the outside of your cake pan, cake stand with pretty much anything. So I'm showing you guys, I have a little Dollar Tree ramekin with some cute little, these are actually real cinnamon rolls. And then just some other little ornaments. So those little peppermints that you guys see next to the ramekin or the little bowl, those are the ones that are from Hobby Lobby you can find, and they come on like a little bundle, so you can just take and cut those off. That's what I use in a ton of my DIYs, especially for my candy cane themed goodies. Let me know what you guys think about this. I think this is really a fun and easy project, and something you could do with your kids, and even grandkids could get in on painting this. Just always remember to help them if you do any hot gluing. And again, pick any little candies that you love, have fun with it, get creative, and go for it. So for this Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with you guys how to make a super fun, easy Dollar Tree candy cane wreath. So from the Dollar Tree, you're going to grab one of their candy cane wreath forms and then a pool noodle. The pool noodle stuff is optional, but this is going to give you kind of that full look. I actually saw something similar to this on a website for about $50, so we're going to do this on a total budget. So you just cut that hole along the edge of the pool noodle, and then take some zip ties and zip tie your pool noodle to your candy cane wreath form. And I'm thinking about this now, looking back on this, and you could do this on a regular wreath form as well. What this is going to do is just make it look more puffy and full. So it's going to have more of like a 3-dimensional effect. I did end up using about 4 to 5 zip ties, and it's not going to completely cover that wreath form, but once you zip tie it at the base, along the center part, and then up at the top, it's really going to secure it on there really well. And try to get those zip tie ends, like the little chunky part, turned toward the inside. The next thing I wanted to do was add some ribbon. Now I was hoping to make like a candy stripe candy cane on this, but I'm actually doing a rustic glam or a country glam Christmas this year. I have the cutest little white boots I'm going to wear when I decorate my tree. Anyway, so this is going to be like a country glam candy cane, and you're just going to wrap your buffalo check plaid ribbon around it. You can get that at Dollar Tree or you can get it at Hobby Lobby. I've been finding mine at Hobby Lobby on a pretty big roll for a good price. It's 50% off. Secure the ends of your ribbon just by hot gluing them and tucking them down into your candy cane. And to make it a little bit more country, we're going to add in one of those Dollar Tree wooden bead strands. You just need one wooden bead strand from the Dollar Tree. These were in the fall decor, so hopefully you guys found some. They're super cute, and I'm just hot gluing them in and around the edge of the candy cane. Look how adorable this is. Oh my goodness. Now let's make a Dollar Tree bow. I'm using my Easy Bow Maker. I found mine on Amazon during COVID, so it was about $25. You can probably get them cheaper on Deco Exchange. And I'm just going to take the Dollar Tree ribbon, and you just go side to side, but those little prongs in the center are what holds your bow, so it's kind of like your fingers. It just makes it easier for me to work with because I do have neuropathy in my hands. I also have a ton of different bows on my website that you guys can make using no tools. I decided to add in some of the buffalo check plaid ribbon as the last loop on this bow just to kind of tie it in to the original buffalo check plaid that I have going on with my little country glam candy cane. So I'm going to take a zip tie, secure everything together, fluff out that bow. You guys, do not forget to fluff your bows. It's truly what I feel like is the best way to make your bows look pretty. Give them a good fluffing. Make sure you use wired ribbon too. I added some evergreen to the center of that and then just zip tied the bow onto my candy cane, and bam, there you guys have that. I love, love, love this idea. Here's some of my country glam decor crafts that I've already done with you guys in my last video. Go check out the rest of my I Love Fall series. I've also posted them on my Facebook and my Olivia's Romantic Home Instagram and Facebook, so I hope you guys are loving it. Now for this Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with you guys how you can make a super adorable little easy Christmas vase from the Dollar Tree. I have this gingerbread votive holder. I'm going to take my little snips and snip off the end, and then I just had to gently kind of press the rest of it out. And then once I have my little gingerbread from Dollar Tree, I'm going to take and hot glue that onto my vase. But in order for it to stay, I decided to add some ribbon. This is just some little leftover ribbon from last season, and I just hot glued that around the vase and then found the other side and then gave it another dab of hot glue. This is a fun, easy little craft, especially if you're doing centerpieces, maybe for a church group or even just in your home and you wanted something fun and whimsical. So I'm also going to add some little candy pieces to the base of this. I'm going to hot glue my gingerbread on to the ribbon part, and that way it gives it something to stick to. You could even tie like another little bow around it where his neck is to give it more stability if it's in a high traffic area. And to find some candy pieces, I suggest you guys go on Amazon. I found these actually at a garage sale, but Hobby Lobby also carries these in the ornament section, and there's a whole bundle of them, so all you guys have to do is cut them off. The next thing I want to do is hot glue my little candy pieces to the base of my vase just to jazz things up. You could also use pom-poms. Dollar Tree has really cute little pom-poms, like the little fuzzy ball things. They're red or white or whatever color suits your fancy. Just get creative and make it fun. I'm digging into my craft stash so much this year, you guys. I have not splurged and gone to Dollar Tree for Christmas supplies. That's honestly probably how much Christmas supplies I already have stocked up. And I'm really trying to be mindful with my spending this year and just really think about what I can use that I already have on hand to decorate with. So I hope you guys are getting good ideas. On my last video, I shared with you guys how to repurpose just some shoe boxes to make cute little present decor. And so here's a fun idea. You guys could pop some little candy cane ornaments into this, or, you know, just some little pom-poms or whatever you think is really cute and fun. And then bam, you have this adorable little decor piece on a total budget. I think it would be really fun to put real candy canes in here, but I haven't actually shopped for real candy canes yet this year, but I think that would be super cute, or even just fill it with some kind of candy. I think that would be adorable. Here it is next to the little candy cane cake stand that I created as well, and this is another Dollar Tree goodie, so I hope you guys are loving this, and especially if you're doing a candy cane theme, or this is also a fun theme to add in to your kitchen decor, like even if you're not doing all candy cane or gingerbread. I also know that I've seen people posting on Dollar Tree hauls that Dollar Tree has like a lot of gingerbread stuff in this year, so I need to go check that out too. But I hope you guys are loving this and are totally inspired. For this Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with you guys how to make a super easy, fun little Dollar Tree Merry Christmas sign. So from the Dollar Tree, I'm just using one of their larger signs. I flipped it over and I'm painting it white on the back. So I have extra signs, you guys, and I know that that fall sign was cute, but I just didn't end up using it. So I just thought I would repurpose it for this Christmas sign. Plus the scarecrow is still good to go on the back. Okay, so and now I'm going to paint this little Merry sign, and I painted the original sign also with some white chalk paint. I think the white Waverly chalk paint is honestly going to be the best chalk paint you can buy. It lasts super long and it's super durable. And honestly, you guys, I usually only have to use one coat. So great for DIYs, and I get that at Walmart. Okay, the next thing I want to do is I sandpapered it, distressed it, and then I'm adding in just this little bit of kind of, it's like a charcoal gray paint, and then I'm distressing it, sandpapering it again. I don't think sandpapering is a word, so just bear with me. Gosh. Anyway, I'm going to add in some gold metallic paint around the edges of it. You guys know this year that my theme for my Christmas is going to be a country glam, because I'm a little bit of a country girl, but I love my glam. And so I just thought, hey, I think we can mix those two together. Somebody said Dolly Parton meets Breakfast at Tiffany's, so I think that's kind of a cute idea. Okay, so now we're going to take our original board, and I wanted to pop that onto here, but then I was looking at it and I just thought all the white might be just a little bit too much white. I do have a lot of white in my home. So I just decided to take some of that charcoal gray paint, go around the edges of it. I grabbed some more sandpaper, distressed it some more. And this is really just such an easy way to make things look kind of aged, just to add some, you know, stain or some paint, and then sandpaper over it. And you can continue to add more and more layers. We'll just make it look more vintage and old. Okay, now I very carefully hot glued around the back of the letters, and I'm going to press that onto this sign. I was going to add like a bow or some green, which would be really fun to do, but I wanted to make it kind of simple. I may add in an accent color this year to some of my holiday decor. So far, as you guys can see right behind me, I've used black and white and then just some gold accents. So that may be the theme that I'm going to go with. I've got to take a look at what I have already in my stash. There's a lot of red and white striped ornaments, but I don't know. Let me know if you guys think I should add a pop of red into this, or if I should just keep it black and white, or if I should add maybe a tartan plaid, which is more of like a red and green traditional plaid. Drop those comments below, and as always, I ask that you guys comment and let me know what was your favorite DIY in this video. I'm going to do something new for this video. I'm going to be adding in the fan favorite that you guys voted on from my last video. So here was your fan favorite. Love this easy, inexpensive trash to treasure Dollar Tree DIY. Grab some shoe boxes and cut the tops off. What we're going to do is we're going to create some super amazing little inexpensive faux presents for under our Christmas tree. I see these at Hobby Lobby on Pier 1, and they're super expensive for really what they are. So grab a shoe box, cut the top off, and then you can take a Dollar Tree automotive cloth and hot glue around the edge of the box. And this is just a shoebox size, so if that helps for the sizing on the automotive cloths. And then you're going to go ahead and glue and tuck your ends. So glue the top of the box here, and go ahead and take the ends of the fabric and then give them a little hot glue and then a quick little tuck. Now I'm going to take ribbon and secure this even a little bit more with ribbon. So it is secured on here, but that ribbon really helps. And I'll show you guys that step in just a sec. So again, you're just going to glue and tuck. And again, you guys, these are so fun to make. Grab some ribbon from Dollar Tree, or I got a bunch of this Hobby Lobby plaid value ribbon. I'm thinking this is going to be a really fun little rustic chic glam video for you guys. So I just cut the ribbon. That's going to get your ribbon to stretch a little bit further, and you're just going to wrap it around, cut, and glue, and bam, you have one of those cute little packages. I know you guys have seen them at Hobby Lobby and on Pier 1 Imports and some of your decor stores. Okay, I decided to make this rustic glam, so I'm taking some of this gold ribbon and just kind of wrapping it, layering it on top of the plaid. I want to do rustic glam, I think, this year for Christmas. I've really been kicking around, what am I going to do this year? So I'm thinking this might be the way that I might want to go. I have a lot of kind of French country and farmhouse kind of in my home. And so I don't want to like pull all of that out, but I do want to make it a little bit more glam, but kind of keep that country. So let me know what you guys think. Should I do country glam or rustic glam? Okay, the next thing I want to do is take my Easy Bow Maker, and these are on Amazon, you guys. They're so easy and fun to use, but I'm going to make a quick little bow. So I doubled up my ribbon. This is going to be a 5-inch bow. So you can go 5 inches, 4 inches, and 3 inches, and just use that little prong in the center to kind of hold your bow maker on. And Easy Bow Maker has tons of videos on YouTube if you guys want to see those. And you're just going to dovetail those ends, and then take your pipe cleaner and pipe cleaner that off in the center. This is such an easy bow. And I've already put out a couple of bow videos for you guys. Just go check out my I Love Christmas series and you'll find more of those. Okay, now give your bow a really, really good fluffing. That's really what you want to do. Always try to use wired ribbon as well. Now from Totally Dazzled, and I will leave a link in the description box, but Natalie is my sweet friend and she has this cute little bling company. I'm going to add some bling to the center of this bow. Might as well. You could add jingle bells, pine cones, whatever suits your fancy. But again, I'm doing like that country glam. I want to say like Dolly Parton meets Garth Brooks. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. And then I added a couple little pom-poms to the back of that bling jewel so it doesn't like wobble around. I made several of these. I'm going to share with you guys how to make the little buffalo check plaid one. I'm really crushing on that one as well. I think I might also bring in some red, some tartan plaid to some of this, but I did want to show you guys just this neutral idea because I have been doing a ton of red. So you guys can always change this up and customize this to suit your decor. Let me know what you guys think about it. I hope you're loving it. So thank you all so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafty decor adventure. It's a true blessing and honor to have you all here. Listen, for everybody that has been along for this YouTube journey with me, thank you guys so much. This is my 4th season on YouTube, and it is a true blessing and honor. It's me, you guys, and this camera, and I just love sharing what I love to do. I've always been very budget conscious. I live in a small little home, and I love shopping at the Dollar Tree and Hobby Lobby and getting a great deal and just making things look a little bit more fancy and bougie on a budget. So if you guys love that type of content, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. It's totally free. Click the subscribe button, punch all, and that will update every single time I post a new video. Also pop over to my Olivia's Romantic Home Facebook page. I share several DIY videos a day over there just to keep you guys inspired and encouraged. And I feel like that crafting and decorating is very good for your heart and soul. I know it's good for me. Everybody's been through something in the last couple of years. So no matter where you're at, don't forget to give yourself a little bit of grace and have some fun. You guys can have wreath making parties. You can just focus your attention on painting something nice, sit down with your grandkids and kids, and just do something fun and something fabulous that will flip up your home. Or you can make a nice wreath for a neighbor. Just, think about all these things you can do to make your home this nice little oasis to come home to. So I just want to encourage you guys to keep up the good work, crafting and decorating. And also I want to remind everybody to be kind online. We are moving so much into more of a digital world where, so many more people are online. We have the advantage of having social media to be able to connect with one another. It also comes with disadvantages at times, I feel. There can be some negativity out there. So I just want to encourage you guys right now. Do not be negative behind your keyboard. Do not type a rude comment to anybody, even if it's texting or on Facebook or anywhere. You don't ever know at that moment when that person reads your comment what they're going through. be kind online, make a kind comment on somebody's post. And if there's something that you see that you don't like, please keep scrolling. I encourage you guys on this because I just think it's so important. I think that our kids and grandkids are out there on social media so much more now, and you just don't ever know who you might be affecting by a negative comment. So be kind online and in life in general. Trust me, it will come back to you. And somebody that's rude to you, just do your best, smile, say a little prayer for them, and keep moving. So I love y'all. That's my encouragement for the day. I'm hugging all of your hearts so tight. I'm wishing you a gorgeous, fabulous, blessed day. Until our next video, remember, be kind to yourselves. Be kind to one another. We'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye-bye.